Hold on to your seats, people, because tonight we are blowing the lid off the most scalding, the most sizzling, the most utterly jaw-dropping public display of affection Hollywood has seen in ages. We are talking about a bona fide A-list supernova couple, the heartthrob of a generation and the billionaire beauty mogul, stepping out not just for a casual date night, oh no, but for an all-out passion-fueled victory lap-taking spectacle that has sent the internet, the paparazzi, and frankly, the entire celebrity-obsessed world into a meltdown. Get ready to dissect every glance, every touch, every whispered secret, because on a Thursday night that will now be etched in the annals of pop culture history, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner didn't just attend a basketball game, they owned it. They turned Madison Square Garden, the iconic cathedral of sports, into their personal playground, their love nest, their triumphant stage. We've got the exclusive details, the steamy play-by-play of their courtside make-out session that stopped hearts, the electrifying footage of their fan-frenzied victory lap, and the burning question on everyone's lips. Is Kylie Jenner the secret weapon, the lucky charm that the New York Knicks have been praying for? This isn't just a sighting, folks. This is a statement. A full-blown, high-definition, can't-look-away confirmation that Kymothee is not only real, but more fiery, more passionate, and more unapologetically public than ever before. Forget subtle hints and rumored rendezvous. This was a 5-alarm PDA inferno. The scene was set Thursday night, the air crackling with tension. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks, their season hanging precariously in the balance, battling the formidable Indiana Pacers. The legendary Madison Square Garden was a cauldron of nervous energy, packed to the rafters with die-hard fans, celebrities, and the ever-watchful eyes of the world's media. And right there in the heart of it all, on the coveted celebrity row, sat the couple that sends cameras into overdrive. Timothée Chalamet, the enigmatic star whose talent is as undeniable as his heartthrob status, and Kylie Jenner, the makeup, Titan, the reality TV royal, the woman who commands an empire with a single perfectly manicured finger. From the moment they were spotted, an electric current ripped through the arena. This wasn't just another celebrity appearance. This was the appearance, and they knew it. They weren't hiding, they weren't shying away. They were there to be seen, to be adored, and to unleash a level of public affection that left onlookers breathless. We're talking about a full-blown can't keep their hands off each other paparazzi dream make-out session, right there courtside for the entire world to witness. Witnesses describe it as passionate, intense, a display of raw chemistry that could have melted the ice on the court. They were reportedly kissing, holding hands, whispering sweet nothings, lost in their own bubble of infatuation, while the high-stakes drama of the NBA playoffs unfolded mere feet away. Imagine the scene, the roar of the crowd, the squeak of sneakers, the tension of the game, and yet their focus was intensely, unbreakably on each other. This wasn't a peck on the cheek, folks. This was a multi-round championship level display of affection that screamed, "We're in love, and we don't care who knows it." Kylie, as always, looked absolutely stunning, a vision of effortless cool and high fashion savvy. She was rocking a vibrant orange racer jacket that practically screamed, "Look at me," paired with sleek black leather pants that hugged her famous curves. It was a look that was both sporty and undeniably sexy, perfect for a night of high-octane basketball and even higher-octane romance. Her presence was a magnetic force, drawing every lens, every eye in her direction. Timothée, her dashing companion, the man who has captured hearts globally with his sensitive performances and chiseled good looks, was every bit the supportive, enthusiastic beau. He was living and breathing every moment of the game, his passion for the Knicks palpable. But even amidst the thrilling highs and lows of the playoff battle, his attention frequently, tenderly returned to Kylie. Their connection was undeniable, a silent language of shared glances, knowing smiles, and intimate touches that spoke volumes, more than any public statement ever could. And they weren't alone in their star-powered glory. They were seated in the A-list epicenter, Celebrity Row, rubbing shoulders with none other than fellow actor and Knicks diehard, the legendary Ben Stiller. Miles Teller, the charismatic star, was also there with his equally stunning wife, Kylie. Teller! Imagine the power, the glamour, the sheer star wattage concentrated in that one small section of a garden. It was a who's who of Hollywood, all united by their love for the game, and all undoubtedly captivated by the Kymothée spectacle unfolding beside them. One can only imagine the whispered conversations, the shared glances between these titans of Tinseltown as they witnessed this very public romance. The game itself was a nail-biter, a roller coaster of emotions. The Knicks fighting to keep their championship dreams alive, battling tooth and nail against a determined Pacers team. Every basket, every defensive stop, every referee's call was magnified, amplified by the roar of the Garden faithful. And through it all, Timothée was on his feet, cheering, fist pumping, a true fan living every agonizing, exhilarating moment. Kylie, caught up in the electric atmosphere and the passion of a man, was right there with him, her eyes sparkling, sharing in the collective hope and anxiety of the Knicks supporters. And then the victory, the Knicks, in a stunning display of grit and determination, clinched Game 5, beating the Pacers, keeping their season alive and forcing a crucial Game 6. The Garden erupted. Pandemonium. A cacophony of cheers, roars, and unadulterated joy. And what did our headline-making couple do in this moment of triumph? Did they slip away quietly into the night? Oh, absolutely not! In a move that has now gone viral, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner embarked on what can only be described as a glorious, unapologetic victory lap. As seen in incredible footage circulating like wildfire across social media, the ecstatic couple, high on the Knicks' win and undoubtedly their own intoxicating romance, ran through a tunnel of adoring, screaming fans right into the back hallways of the Garden. Timothée, ever the man of the people, was seen slapping hands with fans, his face alight with pure elation, cheering, pumping his fists, sharing the victory with the very people who adore him. He wasn't just a celebrity spectator, he was one of them, a fan celebrating a hard-fought win. And Kylie, she was right there by his side, a radiant vision in her orange jacket and leather pants, raising her arms triumphantly in the air as she ran past the Knicks City dancers, who were no doubt momentarily starstruck by the sheer glamour and excitement of it all. This wasn't just a walk to the exit. This was a parade, a declaration, a power move that screamed, "We are here, we are winning, and we are sharing this moment with the world." It was a scene of pure, unscripted, adrenaline-fueled joy, a perfect exclamation point on an already unforgettable night. Now let's talk about the phenomenon that is quickly becoming known as the Kylie Jenner Knicks curse reverser, or perhaps more accurately, the Kylie Jenner Knicks Lucky Charm effect. Because folks, the numbers don't lie. This was Kylie's first game back at Madison Square Garden since she and her sister, the equally iconic Kendall Jenner, joined Timothée courtside back on May 12th. On that fateful night, the Knicks spectacularly beat the Boston Celtics in Game 4 of the second round series. And now, with Kylie gracing the Garden with her presence once again for this crucial Game 5 against the Pacers, the Knicks have done it again. As eagle-eyed fans and sports analysts have breathlessly pointed out, the New York Knicks are now an undefeated, a perfect, a glorious 2-0 when Kylie Jenner is in the building during these 2025 NBA playoffs. Coincidence? We think not. Could it be that the makeup mogul, the reality TV queen, possesses some kind of Midas touch, some mystical aura that propels the Knicks to victory? The whispers are turning into roars. Is Kylie the secret weapon the team has been missing? Should they be rolling out the orange and black leather carpet for her at every single home game? The evidence, as they say, is compelling. Imagine the pressure on Timothée now. Not only does he have to bring his A game in his career, but he also has to ensure his lady love is present to bless the Knicks with her winning energy. This 2-0 statistic is not just a fun fact, it's rapidly becoming a legend, a piece of KNICKS folklore in the making. Fans are already clamoring for her return, crediting her with a kind of magical influence over the team's fortunes. Social media is ablaze with theories, with memes, with demands for Queen Kylie to become a permanent fixture at the Garden. It adds an entirely new layer of intrigue to their already fascinating relationship. Are they just a couple enjoying a date night? Or are they a power duo capable of influencing the outcome of major sporting events? The lines are delightfully sensationally blurred. Let's not forget that Timothée, the dedicated fan, along with his buddy Ben Stiller, even made the arduous trip to Indianapolis for games 3 and 4 of this very series. Their loyalty is commendable, their dedication unquestionable. But, as the statistics now powerfully suggest, perhaps the magic ingredient, the X factor, the winning formula was back in New York, waiting to unleash her potent charm. The contrast is almost poetic. Timothée's steadfast support on the road and Kylie's game-changing presence at home. This public outing, this undeniable display of unity and passion, comes after the couple reportedly began their romance back in 2023. For months, their relationship was the subject of intense speculation, whispered rumors, and grainy paparazzi shots. But now, in 2025, it seems Kymothee is ready for their close-up, ready to embrace the spotlight, ready to let the world see the intensity of their connection. And what a connection it appears to be. The way they looked at each other, the easy intimacy, the shared joy. It all points to a romance that is not just surviving the harsh glare of global fame, but actively thriving in it. Kylie's choice of attire, that vibrant orange racer jacket, wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a masterstroke. Orange, the color of the Knicks, a bold, unmissable hue that ensured all eyes were on her. Was it a deliberate nod to the team, a stylish show of support? Or was it simply Kylie being Kylie, effortlessly chic, always camera ready? Perhaps it was both. Paired with those killer black leather pants, it was a look that exuded confidence, power, and an undeniable sex appeal. She wasn't just a spectator, she was part of the spectacle, a crucial player in the night's unfolding drama. When she raised her arms in the air during that victory lap, running past the Knicks City dancers, it was a moment of pure, unadulterated rock star energy. The dancers themselves, professionals at captivating a crowd, must have felt the surge of star power radiating from her. And Timothée, the acclaimed actor known for his nuanced performances and thoughtful roles, transformed into an everyman fan, his passion for the Knicks overriding any Hollywood coup. His willingness to slap hands with fans, to share in their collective euphoria, speaks volumes about his down-to-earth nature, despite his meteoric rise to fame. It's this blend of high-wattage celebrity and relatable enthusiasm that makes Kymothée such a captivating couple. They are at once otherworldly in their fame, and yet in moments like these, surprisingly grounded. The presence of other A-listers like Ben Stiller and Miles and Kayleigh Teller only amplified the event's significance. Celebrity Row wasn't just a seating section. It was a microcosm of Hollywood power, a place where deals are made, connections are forged, and trends are set. For Timothée and Kylie to be so openly affectionate in such a high-profile environment is a clear signal that they are not trying to downplay their relationship. They are amplifying it, celebrating it, perhaps even using it to further solidify their status as one of the world's most talked about pairings. Every kiss, every touch, every shared laugh was a message, a carefully curated, or perhaps wonderfully spontaneous, piece of their public narrative. The social media explosion was instantaneous and immense. Videos of their make-out session, their victory lap, their every interaction went viral within minutes. Hashtags like Yo Kymothee, Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet, Knicks, and NBA playoffs were trending worldwide. Fans dissected every frame, every nuance, every outfit detail. The Kylie Lucky Charm theory gained unstoppable momentum. It was a masterclass in how to dominate the news cycle, how to keep the world utterly hooked on your every move. What does this incredibly public date night signify for the future of Kymothée? Are we about to enter a new era of even more open displays of their romance? Are they subtly hinting at something more permanent, more serious? Or are they simply two people, madly in love, enjoying a thrilling night out and not caring about the millions of eyes watching them? Whatever the underlying motive, the result is undeniably compelling. They have managed to create a narrative around themselves that is part romance, part sporting drama, part high fashion spectacle. With the Knicks now forcing a Game 6 set for Indianapolis on Saturday, the burning question is, will Kylie make the trip? Will she risk breaking her perfect 2-0 Madison Square Garden winning streak to support Timothée and the team on the road? Or will she save her magical presence for a potential Game 7 back in New York, where her lucky charm status is now legendary? The stakes are incredibly high, not just for the Knicks, but for the Kymothée narrative itself. The world will be watching, waiting, analyzing. This single date night has provided enough drama, intrigue, and sheer entertainment to fuel conversations for weeks. It was a confluence of sports, celebrity, fashion, and romance, all playing out on one of the world's biggest stages. The image of Timothée, the respected actor, and Kylie, the beauty mogul, lost in a passionate kiss amidst the roar of a playoff crowd, then jubilantly running through a tunnel of cheering fans. It's an image that will be replayed, reanalyzed, and remembered. It's the kind of pop culture moment that transcends mere celebrity sighting and becomes something more, a snapshot of an era, a testament to the enduring power of love, fame, and a damn good basketball game. The energy in Madison Square Garden that night was already electric due to the high-stakes playoff game. But the presence of Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner and their utterly uninhibited public displays of affection cranked that electricity up to a level that could power the entire city. It wasn't just that they were there, it was how they were there. Open, joyous, and completely absorbed in each other, even amidst the chaos and the crowds. This kind of unapologetic romance is rare in the often carefully managed world of A-list celebrities, and that's precisely what made it so captivating. Let's delve deeper into that courtside make-out session. Sources, and by sources, we mean the thousands of eyes and phone cameras capturing every moment, describe it as not just a fleeting kiss, but a series of passionate embraces, lingering looks, and intimate whispers. In a world where celebrities often maintain a calculated distance in public, Kymothée threw the rulebook out the window. They were, for all intents and purposes, acting like any young couple deeply in love, oblivious to anyone but each other, except they were doing it with the full knowledge that their every move was being scrutinized and broadcast globally. This level of confidence, or perhaps blissful indifference, is staggering. It speaks to a comfort level with each other, and with their public status as a couple, that is truly remarkable. Kylie's stunning orange racer jacket and black leather pants weren't just a random choice. They were a statement. The vibrant orange, a direct nod to the Knicks colors, was a visual declaration of support, aligning her with the team and, by extension, with Timothée's passionate fandom. The sleek leather pants added an edgy, sophisticated, undeniably sexy vibe, ensuring that even in a sporty jacket, her signature glamour was on full display. Fashion experts are already dissecting the look, hailing it as a masterclass in courtside. Chic, a perfect blend of team spirit and high fashion allure. It was a look designed to be seen, to be photographed, to dominate headlines, and it succeeded spectacularly. And Timothée's victory lap hand-slapping spree with the fans? That was a moment of pure, unadulterated connection. Here is an actor who has graced Oscar red carpets, starred in blockbuster films, and worked with the most revered directors in the industry. Yet in that moment of Knicks triumph, he was just one of the guys sharing his joy with the fans who idolize him. It's this duality, the acclaimed artist and the passionate sports enthusiast, that makes him so endlessly fascinating. And for him to share that moment so publicly with Kylie, to include her in that exuberant celebration, was a powerful visual. It wasn't just his victory lap, it was their victory lap. The Kylie is Lucky Charm narrative is more than just a fun fan theory. It taps into the age-old superstition that surrounds sports. Athletes and fans alike are always looking for that extra edge, that mystical element that can tip the scales in their favor. For Kylie Jenner, with her Midas touch in the business world and her undeniable global influence, to now be perceived as a harbinger of victory for the Knicks is a storyline almost too good to be true. It adds a layer of almost mythic intrigue to her presence. The fact that the Knicks are a perfect 2-0 with her in attendance at MSG during these high-stakes playoff games is a statistic that will be repeated ad nauseum, building her legend with every telling. The pressure for her to attend future crucial games will be immense, not just from fans, but perhaps even half-jokingly from the team itself. This date night was a masterstroke, whether consciously orchestrated or wonderfully spontaneous. It provided everything the public craves from its celebrity supercouples: glamour, passion, exclusivity, and a touch of relatable human emotion. It ticked all the boxes for a viral sensation, and it has firmly cemented Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner as the couple to watch. The romance that has everyone talking, speculating, and eagerly anticipating their next public appearance. The bar for A-list date nights has just been raised to stratosphere. I see new heights. And there you have it, a night of passion, playoffs, and public declarations that has set the famous world on fire. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner didn't just attend a game, they created a cultural moment, a spectacle of love and victory that will be talked about for years to come. Is Kylie the Knicks' secret weapon? Will their PDA tour continue to conquer every city they visit? Only time will tell, but one thing is for absolute certain. All eyes are firmly fixed on Kymothee, and we will be right here bringing you every single electrifying, headline-grabbing detail. Until then, keep your eyes peeled, your phones charged, and your gossip senses tingling. You won't want to miss a second of this A-list love story.